Welcome to another show of the Yoga of Business and Life. Today's topic, or the thing I want to talk about today, is the glorious purpose of Vinyasa. Now, Vinyasa is basically the linking of postures with the breath. Some people, some classes are actually called Vinyasa. Vinyasa is actually something that is a flowing. It's a linking everything together, creating flow of something. So you probably practice lots of different Vinyasas in a class. I was trained classically in Ashtanga, and so Ashtanga it's all about Vinyasa. Every single solitary pose is linked together. And the reason I love this concept is because in Ashtanga, whenever you're practicing, you do a pose and then you do a Vinyasa. And the Vinyasa is basically cleaning the slate. So it's saying that no matter what happened, whether you completed the pose or didn't, whether you struggled, whether you liked it, whether it was a challenge, no matter what was happening in that moment, in the pose, you get an opportunity to clean the slate every single time. Now, most people don't do this in their own lives, even though it's a very simple thing to do. And I actually find myself, if I'm at work or, in my office or doing something, and I'm stuck on something, or I had a bad phone call, or just, maybe a not so great session with somebody, or whatever it is, it just doesn't feel that good. I'll actually get up and do a Vinyasa because it allows me, it sort of helps me clean that slate and makes me create something fresh that I can start over again and say, okay, this is where I was, but that's over. I do not have to focus on it. I don't have to think about it. It's something that happened, maybe a conversation that happened, but it really is over. And dwelling on it or thinking about it or replaying it or figuring out what I could have said or anything, it really just doesn't matter, and it's totally ineffective. And so the principle here is that you always have the opportunity to create a fresh, clean slate for yourself. Sometimes we don't want to, sometimes we actually get off on whatever wound or story that we feel like carrying around. There's sort of, I don't know what it is, right? I mean, there's just this feeling that if I let go of that, then somehow I'm letting go of something, or I'm pretending that it was okay. But it's really not the case, because anything that's sort of weighing you down is, or you're dragging along with you, like a bag of old groceries, it's not helping you, it's not serving you. And so a Vinyasa is there to remind us to clean the slate, to get prepared for the new thing to come along. Because if we don't clean that slate, it's going to be hard to bring stuff on top of it. It's just too mucky. So definitely the next time you're experiencing something in your life, in your business, or you had something that just didn't feel good, get up and do a Vinyasa. You can make up your own. I do the same one every time because it's just what I was taught and practicing for 15 years. But you can really do anything. It's a metaphor for getting your body in motion and creating a space where you're cleaning up, getting rid of something and bringing new energy into the room or into your life or whatever it is. So that's my tip for today, Vinyasa. It's cure. That's it. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time on Yoga of Business and Life.